Hello, my name is Mr. Dog, and today we're going to look at the Arceus VSTAR Duraludon VMAX deck in Standard. So we're going to be using Arceus VSTAR's Trinity Nova attack to power up Duraludon VMAX. Duraludon VMAX has the Skyscraper ability, prevents all damage done to Pokemon by our opponent's Pokemon that have the special energy attached. So this is incredibly strong at the minute because Lugia VSTAR is very popular and that only plays special energies. And just by looking at the data on Limitless, we can see that Duraludon VMAX does very well against Lugia VSTAR. However, Lugia can still KO us using Yveltal, because Yveltal doesn't actually damage us, it's just the effect of an attack rather than damage itself. But we can stop Lugia's attack by using Big Parasol, which stops effects of attacks. We are playing 4 copies of Hyper Potion, which if we discard 2 energies attached to our Pokemon, we can heal 120 damage from that Pokemon. And this synergizes quite nicely with Double Turbo Energy, because Double Turbo counts as 2 energy, so we can just discard a Double Turbo Energy really easily. And it can be difficult to get this combo off sometimes because we need to get a Hyper Potion and a Double Turbo Energy in a hand. So we have lots of cards designed to build up our hand, like a Colress's Experiment. Let's just look at the top 5 cards of our deck and put 3 of them into our hands, then we put the other cards in the Lost Zone. This is also really good for Lost Zoning dead cards, so we can deal with Marnie's and Roxanne's a bit better. We also play 4 copies of Trekking Shoes. Let's just look at the top card of our deck and we may put that card into our hand. If we don't, we can discard that card and draw a card. This is also good for building up our hand and also getting rid of any dead cards that we don't need. For additional healing, we play 2 copies of Crystal Cave, lets us heal 30 damage from our Dragon and Metal Pokemon. Okay, so I'm going to keep the introduction short and sweet. Let's get on some gameplay. Okay, so we're going second against Lugia. We are able to get a Trinity charge off because we have Double Turbo, and we'll get the Duraludon down. We'll go for a Trekking Shoes. Training Court. They might play past the peak. I will say no. Arceus VSTAR. So I might not want to necessarily discard this hand with the research. So instead we'll get rid of these. We'll get another Duraludon. And we'll Trinity charge. One here. One here. I want to attach this to the this Duraludon. Do have a fighting energy prized? There. There's a chance that this gets knocked out though, and they need a fair bit, especially since they didn't really get that set up last turn. Okay, so there's Marnie. Shame, because this was a decent hand. Okay, so we've got the Colress. Looks like they will get the Lugia VSTAR. But they haven't got the Archeopses in the discard pile, so I don't think they're going to be able to use their VSTAR ability just yet. Well, they're going to go for a Crobat first, they might still be able to get it. And they are playing past the peak, so that is something to be concerned about. But a lot of Lugia decks aren't playing past the peak, they're just playing the Yveltal to deal with the Duraludon. Wait, so at the minute they can only get 1 Archeops into play. Unless they have a scoop up now. Okay, cool. So we're fine for now. Hopefully we can get an Arceus VSTAR. Okay, nice. Evolution Incense. Get this in case we have to heal. Get the VSTAR. And I might as well just get like 2 VMAXs so they can't get an easy Gust KO. That sounds pretty good to me. Yeah. Over. Fighting on that one. It's on that one. And metal on this one. So we've got double Duraludon setup. They might not even be playing Yveltal in their deck if they're playing the Patch of the Peak version. Might be playing something like Regigigas instead. Okay, so that's one Archeops in the discard pile. I'm finally going to use their Summoning Star. Only for one Archeops though, which seems really bad. Okay, so they are playing Aurora Energies, though they probably are playing the Yveltal after all. I'm not going to be able to use it anytime soon though, because they've bench locked themselves. That's our Arceus VSTAR down. It's a shame we don't have a Marnie here. They do have quite a large hand. What's under this? Crystal Cave, that would be nice to bump their stadium. So if they get Path to the Peak down and 2 powerful energies, they could actually knock this out, which is a little bit scary. Maybe if we could find a Big Charm, that would be pretty good. Let's Colress experiment. Get another double turbo. And I might want to research next turn. Seems fine. I think as long as they don't have the 2 powerful energy prize, they will probably get the knockout on us. So I might load up this Duraludon. There's no point putting DTs on this one because it might just get 1-hit KO'd anyway. So smack into it. At least if they put all 4 powerful energy on this one, then that'll be all the powerful energy gone when we knock it out. The good thing about Duraludon is that it isn't affected by V-Guard energy, so they don't take 30 less damage because we can hit through effects on our opponent's active Pokemon, which is really cool. Looks like this is filling out the deck. We're gonna have a player research or a Marnie. Okay, so they do have all 4 powerful energy, as I predicted. Okay, but they don't knock us out because they didn't get Path to the Peak, which is really cool. Okay, this has got a good seed. They actually did play Path to the Peak, so it's very unfortunate that they couldn't find one other than the one that they discarded. Okay, so it looks like they're playing against another Lugia, and they are playing the Yveltal. Pretty good if they can't retreat this next turn, because we can just knock it out straight away. So I think we'll start off by discarding the Metal Energy, and we'll get a Duraludon down. We do have the Escape Rope, so we can just, if they try and boss stall us, then we can just retreat out the active with the rope. We also have the Arceus VSTAR in hand, so that's pretty strong, as long as they don't Marnie us. And we'll pass over to our opponent. We also do need to find the Duraludon VMAX, because they could just boss KO me with the Lugia. Could potentially Starbuff next turn with the Big Parasol and the VMAX, depending on what we get with the Colress. Probably should have discarded the boss instead of the Metal Energy. It just feels awkward getting rid of the boss because we only played 2 of them. So usually, okay, so they are going to be able to retreat the Yveltal, which is unfortunate, because it would have been nice to knock this out. Because I don't think they play any recovery cards. But we do have boss in hand, so we could maybe Starburst for an energy. Okay, they are going to try and stall. So good thing we kept the Escape Rope around. Okay, cool. So I think we probably just boss up this. So it's a good thing I play boss instead of Serena, otherwise I won't be able to boss this up. Then we boss the Yveltal. Then we Starburst for the VMAX and an energy. Would have been nice to get another Duraludon down, just so they can't just boss KO the basic V. But because we're taking out the Yveltal really early on, and they don't usually play recovery cards like Golden Rod, it's just really strong, so they won't just be able to nuke our Duraludon VMAX. They might still play Patch the Peak though. Metal Energy. They've got one Arceus in the discard pile so far. Okay, that's going to give us the win. Getting rid of the eval tool was just too big of a blow to them. Okay guys, that's going to wrap up the video. So what do you think of this version of Duraludon? Do you like the version with Colress's experiment, or do you just prefer the version with Marnie's and Professor's research? And what do you think of the trekking shoes? Do you prefer the trekking shoes to Pokegear 3.0? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!